I really like this album.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoy it. I don't think there's a bad song on there.
Yeah.
I have a problem with the fact that out of 9 songs, I had heard 4 of them before the album dropped. What is going on, everybody? This is John with my boy Lee, and this is another installment of the Woulda Talked About It Anyway podcast. Lee, my boy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, John. I'm doing good. I got a haircut.
Looking fresh.
You got a haircut, and you're rocking the mustache.
I'm rocking the mustache, man.
I like it. I
I made a bet with my boss. And he's like,
oh, okay, so that's why.
yeah. So we're doing. He wanted to do Movember, and I was like, all right, bet. I'll do it. I'm not gonna like how I look, but I'll do it. He's like, all right, if you do it, I'll. And then we were talking. He was like, I bet you $100 you won't do it. So I'm 14 days. I'm 14 days in. Rocking the mustache still.
Nice.
I've got another 17. 2 weeks.
Has it been?
Started November 1st.
But like you're shaving the rest, but just keeping mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's great. What made you just go mustache instead of like the whole thing?
It's that bet, man. It's that money.
Oh wait, so his bet was
So
you do just mustache,
yeah,
not just like the whole. Because when you said no shave November, I just thought you meant like
no Movember.
Oh, Movember.
Which is
so
just mustache. It was just mustache.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my barber was saying Movember.
Oh
where
shit.
It was mush, but like when you're the only one that explained it to me, I just thought you guys just meant no shave November. I was like, oh yeah, no shave November.
No.
So Movember is just mustache.
Just the stash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I am not confident enough to. I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
When I first started growing facial hair, mustache was the first thing that I started getting.
I feel like the mustache is like the most common thing guys get first when it comes to facial hair.
Yeah, it was like mustache, then like chin, and then eventually like I get it like through my jawline, and then like a little soul patch. I get like a little soul patch.
So I will tell you, for me it was stash, soul patch, and then the whole entire chin strap at the same time.
Yeah, but you get it on like your cheek though. Like you get like actual.
I do get it on my cheek.
Yeah, see, mine's just like my jaw.
And then I get
everyone gets the underbeard.
The underbeard. You can't forget the underbeard.
Yeah, you gotta. Damn, they should do a thing where it's just underbeard. You imagine?
No,
like, you know how you're doing just mustache.
You know how bad that would look.
I know, it'd be hilarious. It would look fucking hilarious.
Dude, at that point, just do the jawline and just from.
No, just neck, just hairy neck.
All right, well then you do it.
What is that like?
You do it.
Hell no.
Then why are you telling?
If there's ever a bet, I'm just thinking it would be funny if there's ever a bet.
Lee.
I don't want to make it between us because I don't want neither of us to suffer through just that.
I was gonna bet you $20 that you couldn't do it.
Yeah, I probably do. I think okay. What's my price point for just neck to rock the neck thing? Okay, let's say so like no shave November, but just like the neck.
Neck only November.
Oh, there you go. That's what it's called. I would do it for. Ah, shit. I do it. 10 grand.
10 grand.
I do it for
10 grand. I do it for 5.
You do it for 5?
I would not shave this for like 6 months for like 5 grand.
For 6 months?
Yeah.
My shit's just a month. For 6 months, I'd need like 50 grand. No, I'd need 100,000.
Oh, 100,000? Fine.
Half a year for just hairy neck?
Dude.
You're hairy neck guy. For half a year.
Okay. I'll bump it up to 100 grand. Does that make you feel any better? Does that make you feel better, man?
Well, that's me. No, that's
See,
me.
but
That's
see,
me.
but see, like I feel like
If
I
you're
feel
more
like for you,
confident with neck hair,
I feel like for you, like legit, you the rate at which you grow facial hair, that would be nothing in a month. You wouldn't even notice it.
oh, dude, you're right. I didn't think about that too much. Still 10 grand
10 grand.
for like a no shave November, just neck hair. But you're right though. For me, it wouldn't be that bad. It
See,
would be rough for you.
see, for me, it would
It
be
would be
brutal
rough for
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, I shaved. I shaved. My hair's starting to grow a little slower, so maybe. But yeah, no, I'll do 100 grand for 6 months.
Yeah, man, that's half a year for just you'll be known as hairy neck person.
Dude. But that's 100 grand in my pocket, man. That's life changing.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
I would definitely do that.
But yeah, so while I've been trying to suffer through this,
Hmm.
what have you been up to, man?
Just chilling, hanging out. I finished Kuroko no Basket.
Thank you.
I'm saying it right. There you go.
Thank you.
I always mess it up sometimes. But yeah, Kuroko no Basket. I finally finished it. I got to see Akashi, right? Akashi is his name.
Akashi.
In the greatness that is the Rakuzan basketball team. And it was cool, man. And yeah, Chris Paul is a good comparison.
I thought so.
Yeah, I'd say like Chris Paul. I can't think of maybe like a AI.
See, I was thinking Allen Iverson at first,
Mm-hmm.
but Akashi actually likes to pass the ball.
John Stockton. Maybe you know how like when we say like John Stockton,
Maybe
Steve
not.
Nash.
Maybe not Stockton. I don't remember Stockton crossing people over.
Yeah, I'd say Steve Nash. Steve Nash and Chris Paul are good.
Did Steve Nash have a crossover?
He crossed motherfuckers over. He didn't break ankles like how, like the. Okay, maybe Stephon Marbury.
Dude, that's actually a really good shout. Stephon
That's probably
Marbury.
better, because he like breaks more ankles like that.
Dude, maybe like Rafer Alston, like in his and one days.
Yeah, but like the passing part though, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yeah, because we're thinking handle. But honestly, Steve Nash isn't bad though. He just doesn't break ankles like say a Chris Paul. Chris Paul's probably the best comparison.
I'm actually
for
okay
Akashi.
with the AI comparison as well. Like if I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah, because AI could he could distribute the ball like that, but Akashi's definitely a pass first point guard. But then he's like, yeah, if I need to score, I'll score.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could hit. Would you say a Curry? Well, Curry's like a deadly 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing is like a deadly 3-point shooter. I'd say like Chris Paul, AI, Stephon Marbury. I'd put Steve Nash in there. I'd put Steve
Okay.
Nash in there. Yeah.
Nice. What'd you think about Kuroko 2.0?
Thought it was tight. Wait, what do you mean Kuroko 2.0? Like when he what do you mean? What do you mean?
Wow, you don't. Obviously, are you sure you finished this, man?
I did. I mean, like their ultimate form was like that. They were all like in the zone and like freaking, or no, Kagami was in the zone and they were all supporting him, and then that's what like the whole team. That was like the other level of the zone, right? Was like there's a zone, and then after that, the second level is that you need your teammates to really be in the zone. So the best form is like a solid teamwork, and that's how they were able to get over the hump of beating Akashi's team. Oh, you mean okay, so when you said Kuroko 2.0, you mean the guy on Rakuzan?
Yeah.
Rakuzan?
Mhm.
Okay. I thought you meant like if there's like another level that Kuroko hit. I was
I
like,
mean-
I don't think
I
he
mean-
went like
There also is another level Kuroko hit. There's also another level he hit because remember when Kagami hit Zone 2, Kuroko hit his version of the Emperor Eye.
oh, there you go. Because he could instead of he's able to predict what Kagami's gonna do.
Yeah, what his teammates are gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So he was able
yeah,
to redirect things and mess with the Emperor Eye.
yeah, because he could just whatever he could anticipate what his teammates are gonna do, which in turn is able to stop Akashi because he's already predicting what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of like does the opposite to like offset it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was tight, man. Then I like the little like episode. I don't know if it's. I think it's like canon, at least in the anime where it's Kuroko's birthday, and then after that they play like street ball with like Generation Miracles,
Yep.
and then after that they all hang out at Kagami's house and stuff. So that was like a nice little ending to the anime. I feel where
Yeah.
they're all like happy with Kuroko. Um, I like how they were trying to get Murasaka Bara to come, and like he hella didn't want to come. Then Omine was all like, "Oh, this is what you do. You just put a snack where he'll see it, and then you put a line of it all the way from where he is to Tokyo, and then he will come."
I like that, man. I liked it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I really liked it. I liked Slam Dunk more, as I feel like I'm more connected to the characters in Slam Dunk, and I like the story more.
Mm-hmm.
But Kuroko no Baskets, I feel is good. It's a good anime. It's a good sports anime. I enjoy, as much as I hated on the basketball, I've grown to enjoy it.
See, I'm glad you enjoy it. I mean, I knew you weren't gonna like it as much as Slam Dunk, but I feel like part of that might be nostalgia. But part of that also is Slam Dunk's a little more realistic.
It's not too. Yeah, I think that's the main reason, is that Slam Dunk's more realistic in terms of there's no like crazy abilities. It's more more realistic to it.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's like one thing. It's more technical too, because like they actually like explain like some of the rules in Slam Dunk. They kind of like stop it, then they explain like what a travel is, or like a 3-second rule. I think they even like explain like how free throws work. So I don't know, yeah, but I liked it. I liked it. So I think remember how like we were ranking like the players.
Yeah. So now that you know about Akashi, like what's your 5, or what's your lineup?
So
in order.
Of like strongest, right? Of like the best ability.
Right.
Okay, so
I mean, you can make it who you think would do the best in the NBA. Like that's also fine.
I'll just do just like talent wise, who's like the best out of them. So I still put Oomine first. Then I will do Akashi second. Murasaka Bara 3. Then but like honestly, seeing Kisei, where he was able to like replicate all of them, was really, really tight. So that's rough. But
and he makes it too.
Yeah, okay. So now that I'm thinking about that, damn, it's really hard.
It's a tough call.
You know what? No, I'll still put Kisei 4. Okay. And after that, say his name, glasses guy, Midorima. There you go. Right? Midorima 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then
you got Kagami 6 and Kuroko 7.
Well, I think we're just like saying the Generation of Miracles, right? Like just
true. So then
so I'm not including Kagami. So yeah, I would put Kuroko 6.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. Mine's slightly different. I have Murasaka Bara first.
Yeah, he's like the tallest. He's quick and agile. I feel you.
I have Aomine 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have Akashi 3, Kisei 4, Midorima 5, and Kuroko 6.
Nice.
Very similar.
He is the sixth man.
He is the sixth man. So it's fitting.
The sixth man. I mean, Midorima is hella good. Like his shot is crazy,
dude. But it takes a while to actually like get like going in a lot of cases.
Yeah, it's just compared to the other Generation of Miracles. I just feel the other generation of Miracles are better than him.
Same.
Yeah,
Except
I mean,
for-
I think you.
Except
Oh,
for
go
Kuroko.
ahead.
Except for Kuroko.
Yeah, except for Kuroko. You could put like, I feel like Kisei and Midorima are a little more close in terms of talent, or like, I feel like Midorima could beat Kisei in some cases maybe, but I still put Kisei over because, like you said, he has like a lot of potential
Yeah.
to be hell good. I wonder if like, well, I think they're done with it, but I wonder if like if there's ever like if Kisei just has like his own ability instead of copying everyone's, like what would his own thing be?
That would be interesting. They are done with it, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but that'd be kind of interesting to explore. Like you
Yeah.
bring them back and like watch their like senior year or like their year 3,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh damn,
Yeah. Oh man, we need to watch a movie and then we'll review it.
dude, I'm down.
Damn.
Did
But-
you watch the movie they did for that show with it's them versus like the USA players?
No, is that the movie?
There's a movie,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's. I need to watch it. You watched it though, right? You watched the movie.
I have, but it's been so long I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I'd want to watch it. So like the Generation Miracles goes up against like a top USA team.
Yeah, it's Generation Miracles with Kuroko and Kagami.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I like that. Speaking of USA basketball,
Oh,
NBA.
Ooh,
NBA's
look at that
NBA's
look at
happening.
that transition, man.
So first of all, my prediction, I remember saying, I'm gonna start with the East. I remember I said that the Celtics were gonna kill it. They're definitely not killing it. And I put them I was gonna expect I put the Celtics up hella high,
You did
and
put
then
them
I put
hella high.
I put the Wizards down hella low, and then the Wizards are one in the East right now as of November 14th.
Yeah. As of midday November 14th.
Yeah,
Let's
midday November
preface that.
14th.
Not all the games have been played or finished.
True. But yeah, man, freaking Wizards, bro.
Wizards are killing it, dude. I was not surprised. I was surprised to see the Cavs doing as well as they have.
Yeah, they're fourth.
Dude, they're 9-5 coming into today. Of course, they're 9-5,
Mhm.
but they're playing a 3 big man lineup.
Who's so what? Kevin Love,
No.
Levert? No. Okay, tell me.
No, so their three big man lineup is Jared Allen at center.
Okay, well I said Levert. That's he went to.
That's
Where'd he go?
Indiana's Karis LeVert.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, so it's Jared Allen at center. I think it's Laurie Markkinen at the 4, and they run
Mhm.
Evan Mobley at the 3.
Interesting. And are they all just?
They're all
big
like
dudes,
just like some
really
tall dudes.
Mm.
It kind of reminds me of what the Lakers used to do when it was Andrew Bynum at center, Pau Gasol at power forward, and Lamar Odom would run with them, and they just had these
okay.
like triple tower kind of thing.
Mm.
That's working pretty well. I mean, they're 9-5 to start the season, and Evan Mobley looks like he could be on track to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh damn,
Like
that's
he's
crazy.
having that good of a season so far.
Nice. But then who's the 1 and 2? Is it Rubio and Sexton?
So Sexton's actually out.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's So I know one of them is Darius Garland,
Okay.
and I think they're running Ricky Rubio in Sexton's absence.
Nice.
But
Maybe that's the reason why they got him, because they knew Sexton wouldn't be out, so they just got like a solid point guard.
I mean,
I mean,
Rubio's a really good backup.
yeah.
Like, I don't think you need to be like, oh, I need to replace this guy.
No. It's more of like how like Austin Rivers is in Denver, because they know Jamal Murray's out and like they kind of need that. I like seeing Rubio and Kevin Love back together.
Sexton played this season,
Mm.
but it's interesting to see Rubio. Has Kevin Love played at all?
I have no idea.
I don't think he's played at all.
Is he injured, or is he pulling like a Ben Simmons, like get me out of here?
I think it's I think it's a Cleveland wants to keep the asset as long as they can, and Kevin Love's not gonna take less money than what he's making, because he's making like $30-something million just to like kind of sit there.
I mean, might as well use him. Why would they not use him? Is he just not fit?
I think they're going with like more of a youth movement.
I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, Jesus, like Kevin Love won a championship, man. Why not? Why not? I feel like they're underutilizing Kevin Love.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like you've got. He was an all-star at one point. Like he was leading the league in rebounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he's played some games.
Okay.
He's played in 3 games all season.
Why are the Bucks so low?
Injuries.
Oh, who's out?
Chris Middleton's out with an injury. Drew Holiday was either out with injury or playing through some injuries. That team's just been hurt most of the season, so it's kind of been tough to kind of really gauge them as a contender or not. But you want to give them the benefit of the doubt when they all get healthy and back together.
Okay. Is Giannis still pushing through?
Giannis is still pushing through. It's Giannis. He was going to anyways. But yeah, dude, the East. I feel like the East is a little more like different.
Anyone can take it.
Anyone can take. I don't know about anyone.
Yeah.
But like.
Well, like they could.
But like
they're really close. Like
yeah,
a lot
like,
of like
we're like what 11, 12 games into the season.
Yeah, like 12 games ish around.
Give or take,
around there.
depending on the team. So it's
like 14.
Something like that. It, again, depends on the team. But
Yep.
I didn't have the Wizards being first in the league at this point.
Hell no, that's just crazy.
I mean, Kyle Kuzma stepping up.
Dude, you're Laker rebirth, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the Laker rebirth theory is a real thing.
It's a thing.
It's
now.
a real thing. Like, look at Alex Caruso in Chicago. Alex Caruso's killing it in Chicago.
I really like it. Chicago is one of those teams where when you're kind of doing it preseason, I put them in there, but I put them lower. But they're up. They're up there.
See, I didn't know what was gonna happen with them. Because the Bulls were really one of those teams that like it was hard to kind of figure out what was going to happen. Because you kind of worry about like if it was all going to click. You're worrying about like at the rate that DeMar DeRozan shoots 2-pointers over 3-pointers. Like, was it really going to mesh well? But they're defensively they've been playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been they're like second or third in the East right now.
Yeah, here, wait, hold up. I just had it up. I want to say they're third. Yep, they're third. It's Wizards, Nets, Bulls. Then the Cavs, I think, is my biggest surprise. Knicks and Hornets, I feel like we thought they would be there. I think we put Sixers a little higher.
Yeah, I think when we talked about it last, I had them third behind Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
Yeah, we hella put the Brooklyn and Milwaukee would be up there, but Brooklyn is like where we thought they would.
Brooklyn is where Brooklyn is who we thought they were, because I mean when we talked about it, Kyrie, they had announced that Kyrie was going to be out for as long as he was unvaccinated. So
what's going on with the Hawks?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean that's the.
Are they injured or anything? Or?
I don't think so. I know the defensive numbers haven't been as solid as you would like them to be, and I think outside of Trae Young, the shooting isn't quite there yet. So it might come with time. But last season it wasn't bad. Like last season they had a similar start, and then that's when John Collins was like, "Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. Trade me," and they didn't trade him. And then they turned it around, made the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's like,
yeah, man.
I mean,
there's a lot of season left.
There's a lot of season. Yeah. But what happened with your Celtics, man?
It was a hot take and a very wrong hot take.
Do you know why? Do you know like? Have you been watching any of their games to see like how they've been struggling?
No, not really. So like, why do you think this is their
I was asking you, man. I was asking you. I don't watch. I haven't watched too many. I haven't watched too many Celtics games. The like 1 or 2 games I've seen, Jason Tatum's out doing his thing. Jaylen Brown's out doing his thing. But they're kind of soft.
What do you mean? Like they're. What do you mean by soft?
Like there's like a lack of like toughness, and I can't tell if it's like I can't tell if it's on the like a physical toughness or if it's more the mental toughness of the game. Because like, dude, Marcus Smart called out the team at one point because they weren't playing well.
Interesting.
And like was open.
Do you think if Ben Simmons goes there, it'll fix everything? Or not fix everything, but do you think that'd be a good move for them if they get Ben Simmons?
No, I don't think it'd be a good move to bring Ben Simmons there. I honestly think Ben Simmons should go to Minnesota. I still think he should go to Minnesota.
For like just him and D'Lo just switch.
Make him and D'Lo. So then you run Karl Anthony Towns, Ben Simmons. You have Karl Anthony Towns, Ben Simmons, and Anthony Edwards. And that's all you need. I mean, because the one thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're 12th right now. I feel for the Timberwolves. I feel for Cat because I feel like he's just stuck in like a bad situation.
I mean, you don't want to speculate on that because you don't know, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I mean, they got
since he's been there. I think they never been to the playoffs since he's been there, right?
I think they've been there once as an 8th seed
when Jimmy Butler was there
and got swept. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Wiggins put up like 40 on them.
Yeah, dude, freaking.
Yeah, but like Wiggins
the Warriors, man.
Dude, Wiggins put up like 35 on them like a game or two ago, and I was like, dang, Golden State's looking good. And then I saw their record, and they only have one loss all season, and I'm like, whoa, what? Like, I was not prepared for the Warriors to be this good. I knew they were going to be a playoff team. I didn't realize how good they were going to be. Like, I think when we did
meshed well.
I think when we did our initial review, I either had them like just out of the play-in or just in the play-in. But dude,
we definitely had them like 7th, 8th seed,
somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Steph Curry's playing out of his mind. Jordan Poole's doing everything he possibly can to like create be that secondary scorer off the outside of Curry. Wiggins is playing really solid.
I like Gary Payton Jr.
Dude, I saw Gary Payton Jr. yam on some guy not too long ago. And I was like,
yeah, man.
Damn.
His dad
cool. His dad didn't have those hops.
Yeah, freaking. Yeah, I like seeing it because like Gary Payton's from the Bay, so just kind of like seeing that connection and that he's playing, like in the Bay is pretty cool. Yeah, man, I feel like I think the time when they're like figuring it out with the young guys and like they're kind of meshing, or like they're still trying to figure each other out, and like I feel like it like clicked for them.
I feel like I feel like most of last season was spent, building the chemistry that they have this year. I mean, because Draymond's playing pretty good defense.
Yeah.
On top of Curry and on top of Poole. They haven't really seen a whole lot of Wiseman. They haven't seen a whole lot of Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, it's nice to have Iggy back too, though.
Yeah, it's nice to have Iggy back. I think having that like further veteran presence actually helps out a lot.
Yeah, but our Clippers and Lakers though.
Oh man, dude, what do you mean, yikes, man? My Clippers are tied for 3rd in the West.
Oh yeah.
They're tied for 3rd in the West.
Nuggets, Mavs, and
Nuggets,
Mavs all are 8-4.
So I think if I remember correctly, it's Golden State 1. Phoenix is 2nd at 8-3.
Yep.
And then you have the Mavs, Nuggets, and Clippers all tied at 8-4.
Yeah, right now it's the Nuggets are 3rd, and then 4-5 Mavs, Clippers, Jazz, Lakers. I feel like we're just figuring it out, I guess. I don't know. What Melo might get 6-man? I was when I was doing a little research.
Melo might get 6-man. Oh man, could you?
But LeBron's been out, so
LeBron's been out.
That could be a reason to it.
You have Anthony Davis and you have Russell
I think
Westbrook.
they're still trying to figure out. Yeah.
Dude,
I think they're trying to figure out like Russell Westbrook with everything.
Dude,
like how to fit him in there.
How much did they lose to the Timberwolves by?
Did they lost? I thought they beat the Timberwolves.
Did
They
they beat?
lost to the Timberwolves.
Did they beat the Timberwolves?
Lakers, Timberwolves. Freaking, they lost to like.
They lost to
I was sad
OKC
when
twice,
yeah, they lost to the
and
Timberwolves.
they lost to the
It
Timberwolves.
was freaking 107 to 83. Yikes.
Woo! That's a
Yeah,
24
man, I
point
don't
loss.
know.
It was nice. I will admit, as a Clippers fan, it was a little nice seeing the Lakers lose, and then
Just seeing
the Clippers,
the Lakers demise.
and then seeing the Clippers beat the T Wolves by like the exact same score that they beat that the T Wolves beat the Lakers.
Ugh.
It was a pleasant sight.
Yeah, I
Hey,
really.
I
There's still a long season. I don't know what they're trying to figure out though. Is it chemistry? Is it just like
it's a bunch of new players on that team.
where the ball goes?
It's a
Yeah.
bunch of new players. So like, yeah, you're gonna have times where you're trying to figure out like rotations, who's gonna play when. Like I don't know if Kent Bazemore is gonna play as many minutes as he's been playing. But like Carmelo's been a revelation.
Yeah, it's just so much talent. Like they have, I guess it's a good problem to have, but I think they just need to figure out how it's just all gonna work.
Who would have thought that when Carmelo was drafted that he wouldn't win an MVP, that he could potentially be a sixth man.
I know that's some shit.
Oh man,
That's some shit.
but speaking,
It's kind of cool to see though, like towards the end of his career, and I like how from where he was, where like barely like people were like really like saying like they're shitting on Carmelo, like oh he's done, he's out the league, to like having his resurgence in Portland, and now like really accepting his role. Or like especially like because remember like the whole thing there like Melo's like bench I ain't coming off the bench, like that was the
Yeah.
whole thing, and now he might get six man, or like he's in conversations as six man.
Well,
So I like the growth.
honestly, like the second he became okay with coming off the bench, like that saved his career.
It did.
Like it really allowed him to kind of just take a step back. Only need to really worry about what he's good at. His flaws are his flaws, and he's kind of able to play like within himself. Whereas like if he's starting, he kind of has to do multiple things that like his body might not be able to do.
Yeah, as he gets older.
Yeah.
I think it was the All the Smoke podcast. It was one podcast that Melo was on, and he was saying how he saw like what was happening to AI on like towards like his in his like more former years.
Yeah.
And he kind of didn't want to do the same thing where like AI no, like he always was going to be like AI like the guy, because I don't think AI would do the like coming off the bench thing like Melo is doing right now.
Yeah.
So I think that like was like in his head about okay, maybe this is like something that I could do, because he's seen it in like other superstars.
Yeah.
So it's like something that he was able to accept in terms of okay, I know this isn't I'm not able to be starter material, even though I was a starter for like all my career. It would probably behoove me to come off the bench and help a team in a different way that I'm accustomed to.
Yeah. Dude. Shout out to Carmelo, man, for giving himself the career resurgence, and taking a look at guys that he's played with and realizing that that's not the route that he wants to take in his career.
Yeah, he's learning from the other guys, so that's cool. And you got the braids back.
Oh, he got the braids
like
back.
a young Melo.
Good for him, man. But my Clippers are doing fantastic right now, man. They're on a nice little 7-game win streak.
7-game win streak.
7-game win streak going into tonight against Chicago.
Damn, freaking
dude.
Yeah, man.
Paul George
it's like
should be getting MVP love, and I'm gonna die on this hill until he like starts slipping. But Paul George should get some MVP talk. I mean, obviously with how Golden State's doing, Curry should probably be number one.
Yeah,
but
and
Paul George is averaging like he's averaging like 25, 26 points a game.
I haven't
like 7 or 8 boards a game on top of that.
I haven't followed the Suns enough, which I should, because I had a Devin Booker MVP hot take.
Devin Booker MVP hot take.
Is that have you watched enough to know how Devin Booker's doing this season?
Not as good as Paul George. Not as good as Not
Yeah.
as good as Nikola Jokic
Yeah.
or Luka Doncic.
Like,
But Phoenix is actually playing. Phoenix is playing.
they're
pretty well.
second. They're second.
They're second. I mean,
Mhm.
they've been playing a lot. They've been playing really good team ball.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Paul hasn't quite gotten up to where he was last season. So it's been interesting to kind of see. You know, it's a lot of Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. You know, playing a little bit better than last season. Mikal Bridges taking another step. Cam Johnson taking another step. Cam Payne taking another step. It's a lot of younger guys that you were hoping would take that step to like kind of push them over the top. But now you're dealing with the consequences of Chris Paul not being quite at his level just yet. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure this is just like
He has a lot. He's older too, and then that was like his first time having his body like play longer into a season like that. You know.
right. So,
But
yeah, dude.
I feel like last year's experience for the Suns is gonna help them this year though, because last year was like, oh, there's a lot of young guys, and we need to. There's kind of like first time for all of them, so I think having that experience under their belt is gonna help them this year to kind of know what to expect. But the Warriors, though, man, I feel like we're getting 2015 vibes from these guys, and once Klay comes back,
2015 vibes.
Yeah.
What?
And no, you don't think so? Because they're all playing together. Curry's playing out of his mind. Is 2015 one of the MVP Curry years?
I think it's the first one.
Curry MVP. I want to say so, but yeah, man, it's clicking. They're shooting hella threes, and then once Klay Thompson comes back, they could look like that 2015, just 2015 vibes, man. That's what I'm feeling from the Warriors right now.
I mean, but you know who is on that 2015 squad?
What, Harrison Barnes and
Harrison
David Lee?
Harrison Barnes. The reason why I bring him up is honestly, like, I don't know. You're so close to Sac. I don't know if you watch any Kings games, but the Sacramento Kings, while they are 11th, have been getting a career year out of Harrison Barnes.
Oh, good for Harrison Barnes, man.
Dude, if he's playing like this, I would be totally okay giving him comeback player of the year or the most improved player of the year
Most
award.
improved player.
Dude's averaging 21 and a half points a game. And he's averaging a few boards, a few assists on top of that, playing some pretty good defense, I might add.
Well, that's cool because I think that's when they drafted him, I feel like they were thinking of him being like they wanted him to put up the numbers he's putting up right now.
Yeah, I mean they're paying him to put up the numbers that he's putting up now.
Yeah, and good for him. He's in an environment where he can though. Like,
yeah, I mean,
let him be that guy.
It's really tough to find an environment that'll allow you to kind of be that guy. Having said that, they do need to trade Marvin Bagley. Like, dude is like refusing to go into games now. Like,
is he really? Oh, damn! Why? There's so much drama in the NBA.
Dude, so much drama because guys don't want to play. And
why doesn't Marvin Bagley want to play?
So they didn't offer him an extension.
Okay.
They didn't. He was out of the rotation to start the year. There's been no communication. There's been no like solid communication between his management and the team. And the team, like, the team has been saying that he's very valuable to them. Like, they want to keep him around, or but entertain trade offers during the deadline and in the off season. So it's like, at this point, just trade the guy. It's like the Sixers should trade Ben Simmons, the Kings should trade Marvin Bagley. Like, like that's what it is. And I think Marvin Bagley would do really well at the Lakers. I really do.
Interesting. Why you think we need another big man?
No, I mean, honestly, like, he's just a younger body.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was the number 2 overall pick in the 2018 draft. So this is year 4 this is 4th year.
Yep.
So it's like, if he's in his 4th year, perfect guy to like kind of blend in with a team of like veterans. He can learn. He
Mm-hmm.
can learn the ins and outs of everything from some all stars and Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook,
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Anthony. Like, dude can just be there for a couple of years and kind of just grow into his own, and then just like wreck the league alongside Anthony Davis. Play cent.
What if he go?
Sorry, go ahead.
What if he goes to Portland? And then let's say like he's not injured and he's the player that kind of like we were saying with Harrison Barnes of like the player that we projected him to be.
It's not going to be enough.
kinda-
It's not going to be enough. Like, where's Portland at in the ranking right now?
I think they're a little lower. Let me see. Hold up, I got it up here. Portland is they're eighth. They're the eighth seed right now. They're tied. They have the same record as the Grizzlies though.
Which is like what, 5 and 7,
6 and 7.
6 and 7.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if I don't that's kind of hard because I really don't even know Marvin Bagley's game too much to know. I don't know if that would be the piece for them to win it because you know they're trying to win it.
I mean, they're true, but you can acquire at this rate. You can probably acquire a Marvin Bagley without giving up any real talent,
And just like keep it.
and just like kind of keep it. And with a guy like Marvin Bagley, you probably won't have to pay him a whole lot because he really hasn't produced a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you're the Lakers, why not? It's a young body, second overall pick.
You already have everyone else.
You have everyone else. Like, he doesn't need rotation minutes right away as you get a feel for like his game. And then if he starts taking minutes away from Dwight Howard, is that really the worst thing?
I mean, it could. I think it could only. But I think to that point, I feel it could just cause more. I don't know if Marvin or Bagley would get a lot of, or maybe they'd play playing time. I feel like that's just another thing to worry about. Like they already need to figure it out with who they have now, and I think like adding him and trying to put him in rotation is just like more stress than that they don't need. You know.
I feel that.
I
feel that.
Do you think? And is there anybody that we could send to Portland to get them over the hump of winning a championship? Is there anyone we could send to Portland?
I mean, you can send them.
What can we do?
I mean, you can send them. I mean, outside of sending like an all-star that's not available.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not including like I'm gonna send Nikola Jokic to Portland,
Portland, yeah,
or
yeah.
I'm gonna send LeBron to Portland, kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. Do you? I mean, at this point, like with Portland, it's like Dame's not playing his best. You know, CJ
Yeah,
McCollum's
because they're figuring out with
not
their
playing
whole
all
with the
that
new
well.
system. If Karl Anthony Towns goes there, is that the hump that will bring him over the hump to win a championship with the Cat, Dame, and McCollum?
But can you get Cat without giving up McCollum?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know like how that would work, but I feel
I think you would end up with like a starting. I think you'd end up with a 3 of Lillard, Powell,
and then Cat.
and Cat,
Yeah,
and then with like Yusuf Nurkic at center.
yeah. I wonder if there's any. If there is a trade, is McCollum staying in Portland?
No,
No.
unless
the main trading piece.
unless they're willing to give up Dame and just reset. McCollum's the
just
best
blow it
trade piece. Yeah. If they're not going to blow it up, McCollum's the best trade piece. I mean, you've had how many seasons?
Yeah.
You've had how many seasons to like see if it works, and it hasn't. I mean, they've gotten close. They've gotten to a Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I want to keep McCollum there and then add a piece with them to have like their own little big three. Because I don't know if just putting a different all-star or has McCollum been an all-star yet?
No.
I don't think so. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there's like if you get rid of McCollum and then put in like a all-star on the Portland, if that would be the main way for them to get over the hump. But it's so hard.
I mean,
the league's so talented.
if you could, if Washington wasn't playing well right now,
Mm-hmm. Oh, like bring Bradley Beal.
Bring Bradley. You could have tried to see if you can get Bradley Beal, but that's not. But that's not going to happen.
No.
At
But
this,
do you think Simmons would be good? Let's say if you trade McCollum for Simmons, does
I
that
think-
figure it out?
I think Simmons and Lillard could coexist, but you would need to find shooters to put around Ben.
True.
And then at that point, it also depends on what package you have to give up to get Ben Simmons. For some teams, it's not worth it. Like for a team like Portland, like you are 10th. You said they were 8th or 10th in the league.
They're 8th. They're the 8th seed.
Like, is Ben Simmons the right move? Because their problem, their shot. Part of the problem is they have been shooting the ball well.
And so you don't want to just bring someone that can't
do you
shoot
want to bring
like that.
someone that hasn't proven that they can shoot onto your team that is in need of shooting? Like he would solve a lot of the defensive issues, but they haven't been able to score all that well. Now, granted, I haven't seen the last couple of games, but like I saw them play the Clippers a few times, and they didn't shoot the ball well. So like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know. The Warriors, though, man, I don't know. Do you think they could go all the way? Shit.
I mean, honestly, any team with Curry could go all the way, just like any team with LeBron could go all the way.
Yeah. Man, okay, so like with the standing, what if it was a Warriors Wizards finals this year? That would be some shit. Have the Wizards ever been to a finals? I don't think they ever.
I'm sure they have. Maybe as the Bullets.
As the Bullets? Damn. But I mean, honestly, like because they got the Wizards they got Trez, right? Then Kuz.
They have Trez, they have Kuz.
Who else
they have
did they
KCP.
got? Yeah, I could see. It doesn't. It's
They
not
have,
too much of a stretch.
They have Spencer Dinwiddie.
Was he from
Brooklyn?
Oh, Dinwiddie's good too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Dinwiddie's good.
I think Dinwiddie's been probably more important to that team than Kuzma has. But Kuzma being there has helped out a lot.
Why do you say that?
Well, because so what it does is it allows Beal to not have to be the primary ball handler. Dinwiddie could take on a lot of the point guard responsibilities that you weren't quite sure if that was going to be the case going into the season. And it gives a guy like Kuzma the opportunity to kind of play a little more outside inside. There's a lot that goes into it, but I think just Dinwiddie's like pacing of the team, his better than I expected defense, and his shooting has been I feel like a more important inclusion to the roster than Kuzma. Because if you think about it, if Westbrook was a better shooter, they probably get out of that first round matchup.
Who was their first round?
That's a good question. I think it was Philly.
Yeah. It was Philly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And if we're wrong, just anyone, just let us know.
Yeah. The Wizards also they appeared in 4 NBA finals and they won it in 1978.
Ooh.
So they were popping in the 70s.
In the 70s, they were the Bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Now is that NBA finals appearances? Because were they an ABA team too?
I don't know if they're an ABA, but it says NBA team or NBA championship. So yeah, I mean that's not too far. Like late 70s, almost the 80s. So they're definitely the NBA now. I don't think the ABA is still a thing yet. But yeah, man, freaking. This is just the drama of everything in the NBA of like players not wanting to play, and who's gonna get traded.
It's a new era.
I think I'm really I'm excited for what the trade deadline is. I mean, freaking last year when Harden went over to Brooklyn,
yeah,
and it was like, what the heck?
Well, I mean, Harden Harden did what he could to get out.
It's gonna be a good season, man. It's gonna be a good season.
It'll be dude, it'll be a really good season. You know, but I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. You know, the season's been great, but do you think they're listening to the Silk Sonic album in the locker room right now?
Man, this switching gears, freaking.
There's got to be at least a couple of ball players that are listening to An Evening with Silk Sonic, right?
Yeah, like I mean, so I think the I'm pretty sure there are millions of people, including the people in NBA, are listening to Silk Sonic album.
Okay, cool.
I feel like last year, no, yeah. I want to say like 2020, like late 2020 was when they first dropped "Leave the Door Open." So like we knew it was a thing, and we're like, oh damn, this is a thing. Then they dropped "Skate," and right before the album dropped, they played my favorite song of the year. I'd say my favorite song of the year in "Smoking Out the Window." When you were in Reno, that's all I played.
It really was. I was not ready for that to be the only song I heard the whole time. Dude, I was there.
I mean, we listened to other songs, but once we got in my car, that was the first song I played. I don't know if I want to say best album of the year, but it's really on repeat right now, super hard. So
it's a good album. It's a really
solid album.
It's a really I would tell you ahead of time. Mm-hmm. I really like this album. Mm-hmm. Really enjoy it. I don't think there's a bad song on there.
Yeah.
I have a problem with the fact that out of 9 songs, I had heard 4 of them before the album dropped.
Are you including the intro? So
including the intro.
Skate and
Smoking Out the Window.
Smoking Out the Window.
Yep.
I get you. I wish it was longer.
Like at least give me like one more song. Like make it a solid 10. So that I'm not like, I've listened to half this album already.
Is it just the statistics of it?
It's just the
statistics of it.
It's just the numbers behind it. It really is. Like,
have you listened to a lot of the album before it came out?
It's like I would rather. It's like the difference between 40% and 47%.
I bet you they have more songs, and like they really cut it down to a concise thing. I enjoy how. First, shouts out Bootsy Collins. Shouts out Bootsy Collins for being on there, for like narrating a thing. But I think After Last Night is my favorite song off the album. I keep going back to it.
So I really enjoy it.
I really enjoy it.
It's been on repeat all day. Part of that though is I really do like Thundercat, but
yeah, Thundercat's good. I'm guessing he's the bass in that bitch, right? Is he? Is he playing bass? Mm-hmm. But I like how it's like it's after last night, and the song's about like, oh, you find a girl and then you hook up, and you're like, damn, I really like this girl, and then after that, freaking next track is I'm assuming it's the same chick. That man, this shit got me stressed the fuck out. Freaking paying her rent, paying for trips, diamonds on her neck, diamonds on her wrist. Like this bitch got me stressed out, smoking out the window. And then it goes to freaking Put on a Smile, where you're like, damn, the same chick. Honestly, like she's got me stressed out, but god damn it, I miss you. That's what that shit is. But I think I like how they track listed it like that, and then it goes to 777. So like it's like literally like the saddest moment. Yeah, it's like the saddest moment and Put on a Smile to like a more higher note in 777.
Yeah,
and Skate, and then Blast Off. It's like a Let's Get High type shit.
Yeah.
You know what After Last Night reminds me of is Bootsy Collins' Rather Be With You. It was kind of like that same kind of feeling.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard that in a while.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I've made that connection, but that's interesting. I mean, with Bootsy Collins being on the album, I would not be surprised if he had as big an. I would not be surprised if he had an influence on all of these songs.
He has an influence on like all that shit. Yeah. I like Fly As Me is like Anderson .Paak is like on his. It kind of reminds me of the No Worries album, where
Mhm.
like he's kind of like rapping and it's like talking about like pimp shit.
Yeah.
I like it, and then Bruno Mars has like a good touch on top of it. But I like how they on certain tracks like that where they just let the other person's strength kind of just like breathe.
Yeah.
So like in Fly As Me, they just kind of let Anderson .Paak do his rap and shit, and like it sounds all good. And then on like some songs like Put On a Smile, they just really let Bruno Mars like really sing, and,
Yeah.
like get that real little R&B sad feeling on there. They really mesh well with all of this. I'm really happy it made sense that they made a project together.
I mean, I have to go. I will tell you, I'm gonna go back and listen to it a second time. And there's other albums that I want to re-listen to, but just now, like just thinking about it, and how I felt like listening to it, is it the album of the year?
I don't know, because I need more time to really think about it, and I'm in the high of the hype of it. You know, it just dropped on Friday.
I think you're I
in-
think you were more hyped about this album than I was.
Definitely was. Once I heard Leave the Door Open and I knew this existed, I was like, I can't wait for this shit to drop.
I mean, to be fair, by the time I left Reno, I knew all of the words to "Smoking Out the Window." So like, I knew how
Solid,
hyped you
man.
were. I knew how hyped you were. So would you say so you said After the Night's your favorite song from the album?
Yeah, after last night, I guess if we're ranking them,
Yeah.
yeah, they're all really good though. Like, I mean, I say it's my favorite song, but like that doesn't take away from other songs.
Yeah.
Leave the Door Open's a solid song, but I feel like I listen to that so much that I don't listen to it as much as I do now. But After Last Night was really solid. It's close with Smoking Out the Window. It was really close.
You played Smoking Out the Window a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to get you to listen to other things, man, but you're like, nah.
I mean, you showed me the ASAP Rocky Maxo
dude,
Cream.
I
That
showed
shit
you
was
I
tight.
showed you Streets Alone, man.
Yeah, that shit is tight.
It's a hella good song. Hella good song.
It is. But I wanted to listen to Smoking Out the Window.
But you wanted to. I was surprised I didn't hear it anywhere else while I was there.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but we'll probably start hearing it more because it just dropped though. Like
It
when?
didn't just dropped out. It had been out.
Ish. Yeah, it's been out a little, but
I mean, I will tell you.
I don't know.
You. I've
Tell me
seen
tell
it
me what.
on TikTok a lot.
Yeah, I think it was more of like an area thing. I don't know if they bump loud R&B like that in Reno. So
Dude, every place needs to bump loud R&B. Like, come on.
or at least Smoking Out the Window. I'm pretty sure by this time it's hit the airwaves enough where I'm pretty sure we'll start hearing it more in public, especially on the radio.
I mean, I would love to hear Fly As Me out on the radio too, though.
I don't think Fly As Me would be on the radio. It's just too much pimp shit in that.
Yeah. But you know, I do have a question. I do have another question though. If there's an album, is there a song that you could like remove from the album? Cause like,
Oh, interesting.
if you know, we've talked about a few albums that have been released this year, and there's been a bunch of others that we've talked about, just like in person. But like, is there, with like a lot of those albums, like there's at least like one or two songs where you're like, I don't really mess with this. Like it's okay, but like it's not my thing. Like, is there a song like that on this album, in your opinion?
No. I mean, because it's already so short, man. I feel like you can't remove one. I guess if I had to, like, gun to my head. Yeah, but like gun to my head, I guess Fly As Me. So just to keep it like very like mellow and kind of like just super mellow. So like Leave the Door Open, which is like very mellow and like very like R&B, and go straight into After Last Night, Smoking Out the Window, Put On a Smile. So it keeps that whole like very R&B vibe, and then go to 777 and Skate and Blast Off. I'll do that. But I like how I think it's perfect how it is of like the track list. maybe if there is like two more songs, it would be like just because we want it to be longer. But I feel like it's I do like Fly. I'm not saying it because I don't like it, because there were some songs on like CLB or like Donda where I was all like, it's like whatever about this song.
Yeah.
I enjoy like every song out of this, but if there's like gun to my head and I had to choose to take one, Fly Is Me, I would take out.
Man, it's a tough question. I couldn't think of a song. Like I'll be honest with you. I couldn't think of a single song to take off that I would take off this album. I think for the length of the album itself, it's really hard to kind of pinpoint one song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already short enough.
I really like Fly As Me. So I don't think I could. I totally get why you would say that though. Cuz like, you know, it feels like it's a little out of place. It does.
Yeah, but that's just me liking R&B, like just to keep the vibe of the R&B shit, because I think it's a good mix of like highs, lows, and highs.
Yeah. I mean, if it started the album, I think it would be better. That's the only thing that I'll say about it.
Oh, to flip it, so like
Yeah.
Fly As Me and then go into Leave the Door Open.
Yeah, because then like you know you have Anderson .Paak like and his like pimp on his pimp shit, you know, and then you go into Leave the Door Open, and then it goes into After Last Night, and it kind of flows into each other a little better, in my opinion. Having said that, it's a really good album. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take a song off of it, partially because it's short as it is. But I mean, if
gun to your head though, you'd die if you don't take one out.
777.
I feel you.
777.
I was thinking of that one too, where it's kind of like, yeah, but I like how I think it goes more to like the track listing of it.
Yeah.
Put On a Smile is hella sad, and 77 is like hella hype.
Yeah.
So I like that contrast.
Right. I mean, yeah.
But like a song individually, I guess you'd take that one out.
If I had to, bullet to my head,
Gun to your head,
gun to my head, bullet to my head, gun to my head, it would be 777. But I'm not super thrilled about it.
No,
I get why you would do Fly As Me, but I actually really like that song. But then again, I actually really like Anderson .Paak as like a rapper. So
Anderson .Paak's good. Honestly, Anderson .Paak is he's a phenomenal singer, and I think he's like the one of the Lauryn Hill types where he could drop some bars.
But is Lauryn Hill a rapper? I mean, come on.
We're not gonna get into this.
Come on. Her most popular song. Her most popular song is "Doo Wop That Thing," and she's like singing most of it.
Dude, Lauryn Hill got bars, bro.
I know she has bars. I know she has bars.
Don't say that.
I know she has bars. I'm not disputing she doesn't have bars. But most of her, but like her most
Can
popular,
she be considered a rapper?
but her most popular songs, in my opinion, are her mostly singing. Like "Killing Me Softly," mostly singing. Like,
I mean,
"You're Just Too Good to Be True," "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You."
They're good musically, man. I mean, Anderson .Paak, he raps.
I'm not complaining. I love.
Yeah.
I will listen to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill all the time. Like,
you just can't say she's a rapper because
can't do
she
it.
sings so much more than she raps.
and I feel like it'd be a total disservice to her singing abilities to discount her like that.
But I think she raps good enough that you have to acknowledge that she could rap.
I'm not.
That's my point.
I'm acknowledging that she can rap, but to just label her as a rapper instead of an artist is a discredit to her singing abilities, because she is an amazing singer. It's the same logic I use.
I think
same logic I use with Drake. Drake's singing ability is, and his playing to his vocal strengths is a underrated thing, and to label him a rapper,
I think it's
discredits a lot of that.
I think it's the wording of saying he's not a rapper or they're not a rapper makes it sound like you're completely discarding their rapping skills.
No,
You know what
the
I'm saying?
whole point has always been labeling them a rapper totally, in my opinion, discredits or discounts their singing ability.
Their complete artistry.
The total package of artistry. But
Yeah, I don't know how to word it better. Where it's like, I guess they're just good music artists. I guess.
they're just great artists,
Yeah.
you know. And
But yeah,
so,
that's
and
what
so
when
is,
you, when you
so
say
is-
they're not a rapper.
Yeah, but they're just good artists.
Anderson .Paak.
And so is Anderson .Paak, and
Mhm.
so is Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is amazing.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I wish I had Bruno Mars's voice.
I like how I feel. I feel like this is the most cussing I've ever heard Bruno Mars on an album.
Right?
So I like that. I like how this album. I don't know if it's because like working with Anderson .Paak, but I guess like the theme of the songs, like it makes sense to like cuss on some shit.
Mhm.
And I think this is the most I've heard Bruno Mars cuss on songs. On 777 he goes, "Fuck it, we ballin'." I don't think he's ever said fuck in any other. I don't think I've heard fuck said by Bruno Mars in a song before. He's probably said it, but it's rare. It's rare when you hear it.
Are we gonna count "Uptown Funk You Up" as him saying "fuck"? Because I feel like
Nah, but-
that's
'cause-
the closest we've gotten to him saying that before
Yeah. See, the fact that we have to find words that are similar to fuck and not fuck is how seldom Bruno Mars ever cusses.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think just hear him saying "this bitch" is like what
This
bitch. Yeah. But yeah, I really like this album. It was really good.
Dude.
Freaking.
Is it album of the year?
Well, on the next one, let's let the hype go down
Okay,
a little bit.
Maybe not the next one, but before the year's over, we'll
We'll
definitely have a year in review, a music year in review.
Definitely. Or we go through all the. It's gonna be a lot of hip hop because I feel like that's really all we listen
I
to.
mean, if you want to talk other genres, I can talk other genres.
Let me see if I feel like this one and then the Maria's album are other ones that are not hip hop that I've listened to. But yeah, we'll figure it out on that episode.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But thanks to everyone for listening to this one, for tuning in. Freaking tell us what you thought about the new Silk Sonic album. Freaking yeah. What was your favorite songs off of it? Because we really liked the whole album.
I mean, what would you grade it? Because I would grade it like a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Ooh, I'd give it a 10. It's a 10
Ooh,
for me.
it's a 10
for me. It's
So
a 10 for me.
So let us know what you thought of the album. What
Yep.
would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? What's your favorite song? Should they have added another song to the album?
I think we agree on that. They should have
I think everyone
added
I think
something.
everyone will agree. But
Well, who knows? Maybe some people will say that it's perfect the way it is.
hey, if Kanye West was okay with helping release 7-song albums for a whole month, then maybe we should be grateful for 9.
Grateful for 9. But all right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you guys next week. Peace out.
Take care.